And basically what I'm going to do is go through the last 4 decades, mixing a bit of your life and what was going on in female rap at the time and get your opinion on it. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, great. So in your teens, when you were growing up in Harlem, you were, of course, listening to rap just about everywhere, I assume, although you were still very young.
Well, yeah.
Is that the case?
When I was young, I was listening to rap, but I also listened to a lot of rock and roll too. I was listening to everything. You know, when I was young, I used to go to like private school, but also used to hang out uptown. You know, in Harlem. Actually, I went from a transition to private school after I got kicked out of everyone to public school, and that's when my palette for music went a little more stronger toward hip hop than the rock and roll. But I've always loved all. That's why I do rock and roll and rap. But I was definitely listening to rap.
Do you remember what you liked back then?
The rap that I liked, which
what artists
when I was a teenager?
What you...
I remember listening to MC Light a lot, Yo-Yo.
Yeah.
There was this girl in the East Coast I used to like a lot, you know, Rage. But it was another girl that was in a Def Jam that I liked a lot. I forgot her name. And it was like Yo-Yo and
East Coast was
Sweet Tea. But Sweet Tea was around. I was a little younger with Sweet Tea. But that's what I remember from my teens. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like there was a difference back then between male and female rap, or was it all the same?
I mean, you know, back then as a young man, because there was more male rappers, a female would like stand out. You know, she stood out a little more, you know. But you would think that, you know, you would never, like, it was just like, it would be like watching women's basketball, unless there was a really super dope rapper, you know what I mean? It's like that.
And did you find it strange back then that men were like super flamboyant and women were wearing baggy tracksuits, and it was like almost reversed roles?
No, because the girls that were around me were fly, you know? They were fly. So like, the girls that were rapping may have had more of a masculine tone about them because they were rapping aggressively. But the girls around were not acting like that. They were wearing tight stuff. You know what I mean? But you gotta think, like, I was with Aaliyah, you know, like, when she was wearing baggy clothes, I didn't really pay too much attention to her like that. And when I met her, when she wasn't wearing baggy clothes, when I really recognized her beauty. It's almost like the baggy clothes was almost like a costume for her sometimes, for the second, that's what it was, you know?
It's a way to sneak in without the body influencing the mind?
No, I just think that was the tone. You know, you had to be a little more aggressive to stand out. So you took a bit of that masculinity with you, that's all. You know? Just a touch of masculinity to get in.
Do you remember, were you very young when Roxanna Shante came out?
Oh, no, I remember Roxanna Shante, and also I forgot to say Latifah. Definitely Latifah.
Yeah, sure.
But like all those girls, you know, no, it's not even like no disrespect to them, but you kind of had a thing like they must like girls, you know what I mean? So you looked at it like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly what Shante was saying. It wasn't about being male or female. It was just about, you know, having those reins and going at it.
Yeah, no one was really thinking about it like that. Like, yeah, the Roxanna Shante P, I was young for that. I was like 12, 11, maybe, like 12. But yeah, nobody was thinking like that. It was like, hip-hop was like, you just happy to hear it, really. You know what I mean? Like, it was still like a unicorn at the time. Like, it was new. It was like the new rock and roll. So, nah, you didn't look at it like that. You just wanted to be entertained.
Do you remember the moment when it switched from girls being fly girls or ladies to being bitches and hoes? To live crew, maybe?
Yeah, around that time when the culture of paying for women started to have a voice, you know. So the strip club had a voice, different cultures had a voice. And, you know, that's just the way people speak in that area. You know what I mean? And also, you know, those type of women that they were speaking on were accepting being called those things. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my bitch, you my hoe. So, you know, it was just normal talk. It's just like how black people might say nigga and not even think twice about it. But a woman, you know, a white person's not allowed to say it. You know what I mean? It's like a culture thing. It's not even meant to be disrespectful. It's just culturally. If something's culturally accepted, then it's hard to say it's disrespectful. It's culturally accepted. It's just disrespectful in another culture. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't prefer my children or my daughters be referred to like that, or I don't try my best not to refer to women like that. You know, especially as a more evolved person that's been on the planet longer.
What was the moment that, because you started doing blood parties at one point, right?
Black parties?
Was it blood parties or was it just parties with Clark Kent?
No. Like I would do parties called the best with my crew called the Best Out. We did parties, and you know we were the ones that would do parties at the Cotton Club. We were young, and we were a crew of dudes that were hustling, having a lot of fun fronting, and you know it would be like 20 of us. So if we all threw down a little bit of money, it made it look like a big deal. And, you know, we would all, do parties, we would give the first 100 girls a bottle of free champagne. So by the time they got in there, they'd be just tossed having fun. And we would make t-shirts, we were making merch for the Best Out with our names on it. And they were in high demand. There was lines around the corner. So we weren't necessarily doing it for money, but when we did it, we were doing it just to front. But we saw that it could make money. And that's when I was like, we might as well just be a record company. And I, and I approached my crew with the opportunity and the idea. And some of them thought it was realistic, but the ones that had the stronger voice in my crew were like, it can't work. And I said, fuck it, I'll go do it myself. And that's what happened.
Okay. And you signed incredible acts all throughout the 90s, but only one woman, if I'm not mistaken.
No, we signed a couple of women. Like we had Emile and Nicole Ray and Samantha Ronson, and I just didn't do the hip hop thing so much with women. But you know, I made records with Victoria Beckham. You know what I'm saying? I made albums with her. I made records with Carmen Electra. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. And then I actually I dropped Emile before the album even came out.
Oh, okay. What was that?
Why?
It wasn't good enough?
No, it wasn't the album.
It wasn't good enough?
No, she was just starting to do things that weren't gonna look good for her future. So she was. I don't really want to revisit it, but you know, it's our business. But it was just our work ethic was different, and I was investing too much for that kind of work ethic. That's all. Yeah.
Okay.
Like when I invest my time and my money in something out of respect, I expect someone, if not in respect for me, out of respect for themselves, to do everything they can to get it back. Because I don't, my time and my money is really priceless to me, you know, and I only choose to devote it to people that I think have a future. Like my time has to yield in the future. So once I see something's not going to yield for me in the future, I'm done with it. I don't care about the now. All I care about is the future.
So let me just go backwards a little bit, sorry. After the Two Live Crew in '87, the second artist that talked about sex was Salt and Pepper. Wasn't that bizarre that they would come from girls that were not from the hood, that were not the girls, and that it was
That's a smoker's cough. No corona. So, what was the question?
I said that after Two Live Crew in '87, just a few months later, Salt and Pepper came out with quite a few songs talking about sex. Wasn't it strange that it came from women and from women that were not from the hood, that were not ghetto girls, just from somewhere else?
Not to me.
Not to you, why?
Because, girls are just as vulgar as guys at times, They just don't make records about it. So, at that age, I'm not thinking like that at all. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, some women are talking, it's just like it's a good record. I don't think people in those moments that are being entertained at times think about what it means socially or the implications. They're entertained. Especially when they're young. You have to remember her core demographic, and then that record translated to pop culture. You know what I mean? But it wasn't a sexist thing to say, yo, good work sells, period. Doesn't matter, boy or girl and all that other shit. Like, I don't make problems,
No, it's not a problem.
Not a problem, like I won't even think about it. I won't even be like, oh man. Like it didn't stand out to me just because it was Salt and Pepper. They'd be outside. They used to be the same places that we were at, like, hustling. And they were about that life,
Right. So when later on women like, let's say Foxy Brown showed up, same thing. The toughness, the rawness of that girl, and you worked with her, so I'm assuming you know her pretty well, no?
I know her pretty well. It's been a while.
What did you like about her? What made you want to work with her?
She could rap. She rap. If you could rap as good as a dude, it's just like if you play basketball as good as a dude, then you on the team. Period. She could rap. When she was young, that was what it was. She was young and she could rap.
And she was sexy.
To me, she was too young for me to be looking at her as sexist. I never looked at her like that.
Okay, and what about what she rapped about?
It didn't matter, She was rapping, and at times, people that I knew were writing her rhymes. You know what I mean? So, the rhymes that she did with us were written by Jay. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she was a little girl that could rap to me, a younger girl that could present herself in an adult way lyrically, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I never looked at it.
Sorry?
I never looked at it like that.
Okay, so it never, how can I say that? It never occurred to you that in the 90s that more and more women were stepping into the game, being sexy, which was very different from the 80s, and talking a lot about sex?
I didn't notice a transition. I just felt like the more we were evolving as human beings, the more things were being tolerated. You know what I mean? So it was just evolution. It was more like about time that everyone can have an equal voice, Even that hip-hop had a voice at all. Like I said, when the Salt and Pepper record went to pop culture, they sold way more records than most men. You know what I'm saying? So what it means is a woman could get it done better. I would personally rather hear a woman talk about sex than a man as a man. I'm more comfortable with that. Like, when I'm listening to a record and a dude's talking about how he has sex with a girl, like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to know how you have sex with a girl. You feel me? So, dudes don't want to hear that shit. At least a real dude, like, oh shit, that nigga, you really hit that shit. Like, I don't care about what girls like you. You know what I'm saying? So, it's easier to hear a woman brag than a man. Because the things a man brag about, he should only be bragging to a woman, if he's going to be bragging at all or showing it to a woman. I don't want to hear about your money. I don't want to hear about how girls like you, what you do to girls, how you talk to girls, or what you like to wear. I personally, as a man, I'm not that into other men so much that I'm going to do what they do or want to hear what they love so much. I don't do that so much.
Okay. But however,
So I'm just saying it's easier to get that from a woman. So if that's the case, as I'm thinking about it, if a girl's being sexy, I'm gonna embrace it. I'm not gonna ask why or even notice it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, what'll be surprising to me is the kind of girls that will be accepted, you know, and what will be accepted from a girl once they get to a certain amount of power. You know, the girl becomes the dominant. They become the masculine. They become the emperor. They take that title, you know.
and I'm not sure I quite understood you. Is that a problem when they
No,
reach?
I think it's a good thing. I just think power is gender. I think that women are the ultimate power anyway. I just think we've been tricking them into thinking they're not, because women create life. So at the end of the day, their word is law. You know what I mean? So what I was saying is, you see, once a woman gets it, they take the chip and they run it way better than a man. You know? Like, I like that women are on top in hip hop.
What I find super interesting is that it didn't happen like that outside of hip hop. R&B or funk or whatever was always flirting with the idea, but it wasn't explicit all the way. I'm not even talking about white pop. It was really something specific to hip hop, that it was, on one side, guys were dissing girls a lot in the tracks. On the other side, you had girls like maybe Latifah or MC Light or whatever that were showing very strong personalities and giving strength to other women. And then there was this whole crew of women that were so explicit on sex and how they wanted sex. And if you agree with me, sex and power tend to go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Would you agree? Yeah?
I mean,
Because it is so specific.
That's the only weakness a powerful man usually has, is a woman or women. If I were to think what complicates me, or like, I was talking to my therapist or my friend that's a therapist yesterday, and he was like, what about you do you still think about that you just don't understand? And I was like, why am I still girl crazy? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 49 years old, and I just love women like when I was in high school. And I'm a powerful guy. You know what I mean? But any beautiful soul, outside and inside, will distract me like that. That's my weakness.
And what do you feel it's a weakness? Are we supposed, men and women, to just be attracted?
You know, I just try to be humble about it. I enjoy my weakness. I'm not really trying to stop it. I was just saying I'm wondering why. You know, I'm just so girl crazy. Why is that still the only thing that can distract me? But really, it's still one of the, besides my family, you know, my kids, and I have a girl, and I'm girl crazy for her. Like, I chase her around the house all day, you know, and she could tell you that. Hey, Rocky, she'll tell you. I'm a lot when it comes to that.
You have 2 girls, right?
I have 2 daughters.
You have 2 girls.
2 daughters.
You have the big one and the young one.
Yeah, but I was talking about my girlfriend,
Yeah?
Raquel. Yeah, I chased my
wife. Sorry.
My wife. I don't know what she did. Hey, Rocky! Where's she, Rocky, go? Oh, come here for a second. She'll tell you. But anyway, what are you saying?
No, I was just wondering if all throughout the 90s, because male rap was sort of treating women like props, if this sexual power that they expelled as women was not a reaction to not wanting to be props.
I don't know if I understand the question. What was the question?
In the 80s, male and female rap was more or less the same. And then in the 90s, for me, there's a split in between men dissing women and women. Hello. Hi. Thank you.
I'm good. How are you?
So this is my wifey from
Hi.
Life.
Thank you.
She's Spanish, and I was telling her that I'm still addicted to female energy, women. Like I'm a teenager, and I was like asking my girl, I chase her around the house all day.
Yes. All day.
That's good.
Yes.
For 10 years.
It's great.
You chase him too?
Yes.
Good.
Really? I can't wait to hear that. Like, start chasing today. I want to see some chasing today. Yeah, I hunt her every day. She hides. She has to hide from me at least once a day.
Probably, yes.
Like, no more.
He just has a lot of energy, just a lot of male energy.
Yeah.
But I love it. It's nothing more to make you feel more feminine than to have like a very strong masculine man always loving you.
Physically.
Yes.
And mentally. And soulfully. Love women.
Let me ask you because
I could if I put a foot up, you'll be like, you'll chase her around too. I'm telling you, you gotta see her foot. You know, what's crazy is when I started to transition out of hip hop, a lot of that was because I didn't like the way women were being treated. I didn't like the way people were being treated. And I definitely didn't like the way women were being treated. I apologized for my behavior in Big Pimpin' 10 years ago. And I transitioned into fashion because I felt there's more of an appreciation for natural beauty. And even in choosing my next partner, which was Raquel, the reason why was, women do a lot to put on makeup and go outside at night. But really, you spend the most time with a woman you love when you wake up with her, when she's not made up. So it makes sense to find a woman that looks good when she wakes up, as soon as she opens her eyes, you're like, damn, she's gorgeous. She doesn't have to go and make herself gorgeous. The natural beauty is what you want. Like, there ain't no makeup hair, and she got the ponytail all crazy, it's baby hair and all that. I don't need no makeup. To the extent that when she puts on makeup, I'd be like, why? You understand what I'm saying? So, I just believe that sometimes within human men and women, the insecurities are the things that they speak about the most, that stand out the most. Sometimes, you could say that hip hop, it comes and starts from a very young place, right? It's the kids on the street are the ones that are the essence, is where you're really gonna get it. I'm 49, and you can't expect someone young to know so much, to be so smart. And I know that when I was young, I wore my insecurities all over my sleeve, and everything that I was bothered about, I was loud about. You know what I mean? And now that I got good at those things, I'm even louder about those things because now I'm confident. I get double loud. Because once you win at something you're insecure about, it turns into confidence. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to look at rappers and like, look, these are all my insecurities. I need guys to be around me. I need to pretend I like girls. I got to disrespect. But how long does it last? And the ones that usually last are the ones that grow out of that. You know what I mean? So the thing about hip hop is it's almost like school. You go to hip hop school, and if you notice, hip hop school is really dangerous right now. People are getting killed. If you don't pass hip hop school now, it's not even about, being able to survive and have a career after you're 30. It's about not going to jail and not getting killed. And right now, I wouldn't even want my daughter to be in hip hop because it's too dangerous. You know what I'm saying? The insecurities are too rough right now. So anytime you give anyone young, female or male, a power, you can't expect them to be responsible with it. It's just a platform to showcase a teenager's perspective and capture it forever. But some people grow up and they still think the things they thought and did when they were young are acceptable, and it's like, that's not acceptable after you've been on this planet for such a long time. You know what I mean? And each stage of hip hop opens the doors for another stage of hip hop. Like gangster hip hop opened the doors for nerd hip hop. You know, who do you think protected Kanye? You understand what I mean? So if it wasn't for gangster hip hop, a lot of these people that freely wanted to communicate that couldn't because they were being bullied, they got protected. You understand what I'm saying? And I was a guy that, not to turn this about me, but just so you understand my perspective about everything you asking me in the times, I was a guy, and I still am a guy, that has to move forward constantly. It has to evolve. Things are supposed to change. And how are they going to change? Do they change for the better, or do they change for the worse? I know if they change for the worse, there's a bigger test and a lesson that needs to be learned. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
You know, so I feel like as far as women and how they progressed in hip hop, it shows sort of the evolution and the mentality of the whole human world, and also the things and opportunities that are being presented that weren't before. You know what I mean? Hip hop overall was oppressed over the years until we became the power. What made us gave us the power. That we influence people so much that everything we do, they want to copy. You know? Like Anna Winter's running around in tracksuits now. And I remember her telling me she would never do that. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. And I know that I'm the one that made tracksuits cool. So to me, she's now, I got her. I've affected the whole world. You know? So yeah. I'm hoping that within hip hop, because of the fact that all these doors are opening, that there's nothing but women that come through, and they're terrorizing hip hop right now. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallions, and they're the ones that are interesting to me. Because dudes don't sound tough complaining or fighting with each other. That's catty to me. So every time I see dudes talking that shit, I be like, that seems like some girl shit to me. It seems like a beauty parlor with machine guns. And I'm not down for tough girl shit. You know what I'm saying? But the girls...
I love the beauty parlor with guns. I love that.
That's what it seems like, right? So, at least for a guy like me, that's like, yo, didn't we get into this to chill out? You know, to appreciate art, to appreciate a woman, to take care of it. Hip-hop's taught me how to take care of a woman, because when I didn't know how to, I was so crazy that I had to tighten up and be like, the next time around, we got to do this better. Or at least, not next time around, I'm older. I'm not a kid. I just wish that someone my age would have pulled me to the side and said, yo, you look stupid pouring champagne all over girls. And if that was my daughter, I might have to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish someone would have told me that. But I'm glad I learned. You know how I learned? I had to have a kid. So once I had a daughter, two beautiful daughters that if anybody did it, I'd be like, stay away from anyone that acts like Young Dame Dash. And I'm hating. I'm telling everything. I say, when they say this, it mean that. You know, women got to get through a lot in a man's world because of physical. You know, like a man, when he feels threatened, he can start fighting. I don't even start playing with my brain. I start playing with my knuckles or whatever I got around me to get me out of there. But when a woman gets in trouble with a bunch of men in the room, she got to think her way out of it. You know? And I feel like that's what a woman has to do her whole life. Figure out how to get out of fucked up situations.
I can't hear you anymore. Sorry. I'm looking you.
Oh, wait. Can you hear me now? I feel like women, for the majority of their life, have to figure out how to get out of situations where men are being physical with their brain. Their whole fucking life is figuring out how to get out of a crowded room full of aggressive people without having to be physical or be touched, or how to say things without offending you, even though you feel a way, but you got to say it a certain way because you got to be scared of somebody because there's more of them and they're muscle and there's no camera on, or safety for all your gems, jewels, which is your body, and almost every girl I've ever met has been through some bullshit where some bully dude did something to them that fucks their whole life up. But my whole purpose of being a man is to protect my daughters from stupid men. And for me to set a precedent, like if you fuck with her, you're gonna have a big problem. But I don't even want to have it. That won't even make me feel better to fix a problem. I don't even want to have to fix a problem. I want to avoid a problem. I want my daughters have to know those flags, you know? So also I feel like hip hop gave me a certain amount of power so I could fix what's wrong in it. And that's what I've been doing, you know? So I never liked the way women were treated in hip hop, but I don't like the way women are treated overall.
I agree with you, but that's why I'm thinking that what women started doing in the 90s and continue doing ever since, I'm thinking mainly of Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj. When Kim comes out and has a track that says, I don't want no dick tonight, I forgot what she says about going down on her. I feel it's very empowering for women that they sort of can play equally with guys, you know? If they're treated as, if they're not treated well, because everyone is in their teens, and it's a normal thing when you're a young guy to say stupid shit to women just because you're experimenting. But what I think that female rap have done throughout the years is give the same weapons to women to experiment the relationship with a man on a tougher level.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah? Okay, good. And what did you think also about the fact that the body change, that Minaj and Kim, for example, started
Can I just say
expanding?
something? Let me just show you something. Let me show you your body. That's your butt. Look. This is the best body of all time right here. I've always loved a nice body. That's why I fell in love. You feel me? That's why I fell in love. So, you know, when I was in fashion, so heavy, I noticed that they weren't about voluptuous women. They were using women like hangers. They wanted you to pay more attention to the clothes. And that's why I'm glad that beauty, real woman beauty, you know, like letting a woman just be a woman, because it was always in style for me. You see, I chose, that's all, you know, it's always been like that for me. I've always loved, my high school sweetheart had a body like Raquel's, but Raquel's a little better. You know what I mean? Janet was her name. I still remember I loved Janet. I love me some Janet. But,
Yeah.
I just think because see, it's profitable, right? That's all that counts in culture. That's all that counts in corporate. And I just think that once the world saw that a woman being liberated is profitable, it opened the floodgates. You know, if it wasn't profitable, a man would shut it down. But at the end of the day, all that matters in this stupid man's world is what makes money. That's all. A prejudiced, racist white man will work with any black man for money. And a black man that hates a white man will work with any white man for money. You know what I mean? For the check. So bottom line is once people realize that rap, that women, that being liberated and saying whatever the fuck you want to say, doors open. And what you have to realize is from a guy like me that ran a Rockefeller, we were always looking for a girl. We always looked for a girl. We need a girl. We need that girl. When we were putting together, the commission was going to be Biggie, Jay, and a girl, which was supposed to be Charlie Baltimore. We were looking, no, not Charlie, yeah, I think that was supposed to be her name. Well, no, I don't know, I forgot. But anyway, we were looking for a girl, you know? So you're always looking for that girl, or that woman, when you have a crew, because you know she's profitable. That's why everyone has that girl. Everyone always had that girl. You know what I mean? Like a crew always has, you know, Death Row had Rage, you know, and the Firm had Foxy, you know, and we had Emil, and, you know, shit like that. You know what I mean? Latifah had her own crew. She was, you know, she built the flavor unit. You know, she was a boss. She was like that girl that used to hustle outside, like reminded me of this girl, Big Deb from Lincoln, and had the white, you know, she had a whole crew of dudes, and you know, it doesn't matter, you know, and with real shit, gender doesn't matter or age. It's just how, you know what I mean, how good your work is. All that shit don't matter. So that's why I don't think, like, you know, it's like I just don't like to see people get disrespected.
A couple of months ago, you were on a show and you were with Nicolette, Turkey, and somebody else.
Nicolette?
The girl that I just saw.
Oh, look.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, I remember you performing."
Oh, yeah, you saw the show?
I saw the show.
Where were you?
And I love that one. What?
Where'd you see it?
Online.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And I love you said that the fact that women have not been offered the same opportunities as men has made them stronger and develop their capacities in all kinds of fields. And I would love you to talk a little more about that.
Well, it's just like now we're in a pandemic, right? And I'm just using myself as a parallel example, not the Donald Trump it, but now, because of the fact that I'm always trying to move in a way that's independent, revolutionary, and it's always a fight, for me, I'm used to moving around in a war. You understand what I'm saying? I'm used to having a business model that's not dependent on other people telling me what to do. I'm used to being able to stay home. Basically, every way that everyone has to live now, I'm used to doing that. So I'm thriving while everyone's trying to figure it out. I'm already used to it. The same thing is happening with women, you know? Because the playing field is now becoming level, right? Where the opportunities are now the same. Now, women who used to not have the same opportunities that do are like, I'm gonna bust their ass. And now men that are used to being given privileged opportunity don't have it, and now they really gotta work for it. So they're crumbling, and these women are shining. You know, in the middle of a war, the real generals that I'm seeing are females. The ones that are doing it right, the ones that are holding shit down are females.
So you still have a label, right?
I have a division in my company for music, you know,
right.
That's, you know, but I can't say I have a label because I did that shit 20 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
But I make music, but it's not for me to, like, for example, I'm working on Nicolette's album with Nicolette, but traditionally, it had, like, I made a TV show for her, we made the album, we shot all the videos, we did everything. I would have been ridiculously crazy about getting that shit out and making sure it gets marketed, but it's not my business model no more. So I partner up with an artist and be like, I'll make sure you got this and that, but you gotta go fight for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not my model. Old Dame Dash would have made Nicolette famous way quicker because that's all I was focused on was other people. But New Dame Dash is only focused on him, and if you want to get on Dame Dash's spaceship about him, there's room. You know, but if you don't fucking do what you gotta do, you'll just be fucking a passenger as opposed to flying shotgun with me. You know what I mean? It's like that. So, I like making music. I put out my own shit. I started to do rock and roll, Black Guns. You know, the fundamentals, like I always wanted to combine the fundamentals of rap with the fundamentals of rock and roll, which is the show. That's the fundamentals. You know, live instrumentation. And to me, a rapper doesn't usually use instruments, so his lyrics are his instrument and his vocal. So to see rap as an instrument with a bunch of other instruments has always been, you know, pretty interesting to me. It's what I like. And that's basically what my projects are. It's rock and roll, it's rap, it's that shit talk, it's punk rock. You know what I mean? But like with the rap swag, but also with a conscience and a purpose, you know? And then, you know, the live music and shit, I was trying to do a Stax Records kind of situation or one band that works with everybody, you know? But I just seem to be the person that works harder than anyone that's around me, and that doesn't make sense to me. See what I'm saying? I feel like I'm too old to have this much energy and people be this young and not. I'm like, oh, hey, stop it. The only one that I think still has that kind of energy is like Kanye. He's the only one that's crazy like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is.
He's like, yeah, he is.
So what are you, yeah, he is. He's fucking crazy. Nobody does this shit like that. No one.
Why do you think?
Going to churches is...
Well, the thing is,
what
I've always implemented the thinking is anything we want to do, we can do. And that's why you notice if you read Forbes, anyone from hip hop that said that the only thing they got in common is me. You understand what I'm saying? It's a mentality. Everything everyone else is doing is corny. Anything anyone else is doing, we don't want to do it like they're doing it. They're corny. Why would we want to fit into that? And if we do something different, then that means we're a brand new drug. We're doing something different. You stand out when you do shit different. You got to embrace different. You know, most people embrace fitting in, but the great ones embrace standing out.
And so Dave Dash Studios, I watched, I mean, I haven't subscribed, but I'm sorry, I will do it.
Thank you.
But I was looking at the content and I thought, I was very interested in the way that you're mixing, I'm not going to say genders because it's not right, but the fact that there's like testosterone programs mixed with health food programs or girls fucking around. It's a very unusual strategy, I think.
Well, the thing is, right, when people promote health, they act like they're fucking granola bar, you know, everyone, and that's not it at all. Like, I don't want people to get it twisted. Just because I'm into, you know, independence, freedom, health, I'm still fucking human. And imperfections are what make you perfect. Pretending you're perfect is giving people false expectation. If they live their life trying to be something that doesn't exist, then they're gonna end up depressed. And that's what most people are. So yeah, just like I said, I talk all this, but when I sit my girl down, I'm like, yeah, but I chase her around the house all day. So why wouldn't I show every part? Like, you know, there's a part of me that, you know, feels like based on my circumstance and what I experienced is very gangster. You know, I've done a lot of shit and seen a lot of shit that most talk about in movies. And that's part of me. But I also learned about being a better person, an adult, not doing that, and how to transition out. So of course there's gonna be help. Of course there's gonna be psychotherapy shit and yoga. You know, there's rock and roll and there's rap. You know, and it's about, you don't have to be perfect to be perfect. You know, to be healthy doesn't mean you have to be, you know, bottom line is everyone that pretends they're perfect, the dark side of them is so dark that that's when you got to start making movies and books about, you know. I don't pretend nothing, so I'm not, you know, it is what it is. This is the non-judgment, unless you're an asshole trying to hurt other people. But our thing is about deprogramming, breaking patterns, you know, doing things different and being confident, understanding your self-worth, how to keep your brain healthy and your brain and your mind, you know, and your sex drive, all of it. You feel me? The whole nine. But when you see the stuff about women, it's done beautifully. My girl does it. I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? She's taking the pictures. I'm just done in a very respectful way, like old school Playboy. I want to bring beauty back. You know, I want women to not think that, you know, natural beauty is not beautiful. You know what I mean? Natural beauty is beautiful. Don't try to impress a man, impress yourself. Men are too corny, make them earn.
So you pretty much have a lot of women working around you. You have one running the art gallery. I'm assuming you have girls doing the studio. You still have a clothes business now?
Yeah, Poppington.
All right, yeah, right.
Yeah, you make everything.
And does it look like you trusting more the working capacities of women more than men nowadays?
Yeah, I don't trust men at all. They're all babies. They all want to fucking mommy. Every time I hire a dude, you could ask her. They start acting more. The girls will say, "Yo, he acts like a girl." That's what happens. What the dudes be bothered about, it'd be like, "Ew." The girls say it. They be like, "Yo, get him out of here." You know, I've tried. The girls be like, "Get him out of here." See, before they couldn't do that before, but they be like, "What's wrong with him?" Once the girls do that, you be like, "You gotta go." But they be there. They just be temporary. They don't last. They can't like. If a man comes around me, I'm not his daddy, and no girl around me or woman around me is his mommy. And you got to do your job I don't want to hear about the personal reason. It just gets too personal with dudes all the time. I don't know what's wrong with dudes. I don't know what's wrong with them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either.
And that's why I'm like, yo, how the fuck they run the world? Look how fucked up the world is now.
Yeah.
If girls were running the world, women, it would be a way better place.
True.
It
What
would
is your
it would only be
21-year-old doing?
Huh?
What is your 21-year-old doing?
She's modeling and she's in college.
Oh, okay. So she's still studying.
She's LMU. She goes to college.
And does she know what she wants to do afterwards?
She wants to be a mother.
Or you guys talk about it?
Yeah, she wants to be a mother. She wants to be a housewife.
Oh, okay.
She wants to be a mom. And I'm cool with that.
All right.
Yeah.
And does she listen to rap?
She listens to everything, yeah. She was over here.
Yeah.
She was over here the other day. She turned into Champagne Dame on me. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. I was like, you better not do that when I'm not around, you know? It's all right for a boy, but you can't be doing that. You know what I mean? All drunk and shit. Yeah. But in your house, you can do it. So.
And do you still listen a little bit to what's going on? Do you listen to like Cardi B and Megan Thee
Let me tell you about
Stallion?
Cardi B. I tried to put Cardi B in honor up. You know, we knew about Cardi B, you know. That's like old school now. I knew about TK when he was 16. I always know about what's going on for some reason. You know, I'm always kind of knowing what's going on. Yeah, I won't say that I listen to it per se, but like if the people around me are listening to it, and I catch something I like, you know what I mean? I'll play it. Like I really was looking forward to Pop Smoke, pause, and what he was gonna do. I liked how he was sounding. So, you know. But I see what's going on, the NBA young boy and all that other stuff, and even younger than that. That's like he might be getting old now, you know what I mean? You know, and I ask about the new kids that's coming up, you know. And then my nephews and my son and all that would keep me always, like my nephew, he raps, his rap name is Dash, you know. He runs around, he'd be in Paris rapping and shit all over the world. You should check him out. Air Dash is his thing. So yeah,
I heard something about it.
Yeah, I think what the new shit I'm listening to. Yeah, I hear all that stuff. I hear it all.
And do you listen to other women in rap like Young Ma?
Like who?
Young Ma,
Oh,
you know the girl that has the ooh.
Yeah. I'm not like I'm 48, so if they playing, I'm listening. But you know, on my Butters FM. It's usually old school shit, like even before rap. Like, I don't really, you know, I'm older, so I don't want to be all aggressive and I don't glorify that shit. It doesn't make me feel so good sometimes. I like the beat and the hook. Or if my kids are dancing to it or whatever, it's cool. But, you know, it's kind of hard when you know things and you hear people saying things that are young not to try to teach them. So I can't hear some shit that I don't agree with and, you know, be having my children loving it. You know, and not be able to say, yo, don't do that. You know what I mean? So for me to just be here, I don't know. If I like it, I like it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Sure.
The politics in rap right now are like kind of petty for me right now. Meaning people arguing and doing too much and people getting killed and going to jail too much. And that shit needs to stop.
Would you agree to the fact that just as much as hip hop completely changed the world and influenced everyone, even people that are not listening to rap, just because all the fashion influence comes from rap, because everything comes from rap nowadays. Would you say that in the same way, what women in rap did change the way women are overall in today's world?
Probably. I'm not a girl, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I would think so.
But you're watching. I mean, you know.
But I'm not outside.
I
think whoever's the most popular, like you know, like a Jennifer Lopez, to me, like she's hip hop to me, you know. And a Cardi B, of course. Right now, once you sit next to Anna Wintour, yeah, you're gonna give some influence. You know what I mean? And I think that's amazing. It just shows. But yeah, whoever's the rock star, girl or boy, is going to control fashion and culture, you know. Whoever's the Bob Marley of the time, or whoever's the Janis Joplin of the time, you know, just like you could say that in rock and roll in those times. It wasn't so many women, but when they came through, you know. There's never been another Janis Joplin, you know. Hey! Yeah.
No, but back then there was very few women artists, and now there is so many, particularly in rap.
Yeah, women change the world. Women run the
Yeah.
world.
And the power they have. I
mean, that's the new shit, right? W. Women run the world.
Yeah.
Women run the world.
No, I agree. And then
Women
I
run the world.
have one more question.
Probably means something wrong.
You're on social networks. Everybody has a social account somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that women have at least twice the amount of followers than men have? Like Eminem has, I can't remember, I think 40 million. Nicki Minaj has 110 million people followers.
I've never, you know, looked at that and been like, oh man, women are more than men, but I definitely see that, yeah, a lot of women have a lot of followers. It's just like
Cardi B has
the best,
60 million.
like, you know, the porn sites are the best sites that have the most action. You know, sex is, and women and you know, being attractive, that runs the world. Sex runs the world. Sexuality runs the world. Like that's why I'm like, yo, damn, like, what do I do? You know, if there was no sex, I'd be like, I'm done. You know, I wouldn't even come outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
I so agree.
It would suck. Life would suck if there was no more sex. What would be the purpose?
Oh, yeah.
What would be the purpose?
You're lucky you have your wife with you in times of virus.
And I had it before that. It's like, I'm glad I prepared for this. You know, not knowing it was coming, it would behoove me to love a woman constantly and not be alone. And have a woman that knows how to love me. So yeah, I'm enjoying it because my woman always took care of the house. She always cooked. She always made sure everything was good in the house. She always made sure I wanted to be home. So it's almost like she prepared our place for this. You know, she prepared a life that I wanted. That made me, I was like, I'll be outside until I have this life. And she created that life quickly. You know what I mean? I haven't been outside since.
So I think I've pretty much covered it all, unless you think there is something we didn't talk about.
Well, we didn't talk about the next wave in women is Nicolette. And what I think is the reason why I have chosen to work with Nicolette is, number one, she helped me build my dream, and she's also helped me turn my nightmares into dreams, because we've been through the nightmare together. And we turned that around. But also because she's very freely and open about who she is. So, you know, she's she's the only person I know that loves women as much as me, right? And like, I made this sort of like how I did a Streets is Watching. I always do a Streets is Watching. I got to do a Streets is Watching combined with the L Word.
Yeah.
And the music.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And I'm actually pissed off at her right now because the movie shot and I want it out. I want it edited, but she wants to be so fucking, I want to do this and that. And I'm like, yo, you're taking too long. And right now, because people don't have anything to do, they would love to see her and a visual about her and her relationships with music. Because they're really good visuals.
So when is it coming out?
Nicolette. Let's put it on Nicolette now. Come on, get in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Now she want to be shot.
So
I saw you on the other show. You can come.
You can come. And she's in my other television show, Dressed to Kill.
Yeah.
So she's all set up. She has an album, she has a good show, and she's in television shows, and she has her own television show. But she's moving. I don't know why she's not moving that fast.
Congratulations.
Well, now I got a fire under my ass.
I put a fire under her
It's
ass.
gonna be soon.
You're gonna start seeing it. It's time for her to hit the market.
I'm waiting for you.
We're waiting for you.
I'm coming.
Ooh, say it again.
Okay.
Say it again.
She just said, you heard it. Treasure Lee. Anyway,
Wait.
we, see?
Hi, Lordy.
Treasure Lee. You gotta get your first camera. Alright?
All right, so I'll be out. Where is she going to be released?
Where else?
I mean, on her label?
Well, again, I have a division, so I do partnerships.
Interdivision.
So she has a bunch of projects. One with what's the name of the project that you and Devon did
Before we begin.
before we begin, and that's one project. She has a rock and roll project, kind of that the record she did with me, and then she has this other project that she's doing with this crew called the Yacht Squad. So my thing is, she's gonna be on a lot of different things. She sings, she raps, she acts, she takes pictures, she likes girls. So we're doing all of it. If I was gonna get back in hip hop, I would only want to do it with a woman. I don't want all that
So
masculine.
you're doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah,
So it's all perfect.
yeah it is. Yeah, so hurry up.
It's coming, haters.
I'm waiting.
Come in, hater. Huh?
J'attends.
J'adore. She said, I'll tell her what it means later. She doesn't know everything. But anyway, yeah, so
Alright.
as soon as this thing is over, or if it's not, I might be out there in a spacesuit or something. But, we'll be out there.
Well, I'll be waiting for you.
Is that your house?
That's a little bit of my house. You can't see much of it, but everything is pretty much yellow.
It's very French. Yeah.
I love bright colors.
But the way the modern, and I could, it just made me feel like I was back in France. Were you in Paris?
I'm back.
You in Paris?
Yeah.
You know what? You ever hung out in Cannes, right?
Sorry?
In Cannes?
Yeah, I can? Yeah, sure.
I noticed that in France, that they laugh at Americans for working so hard. That it was like they close up shop, like take 4-hour lunches and shit. Be like, you don't do all that. That's for Americans. You like to relax and enjoy and marinate life. So, is that how the French people, they really see us as people that just work too hard?
Yeah.
Governor! Pardon?
It is like that. It is like that in France. But because I was in New York in the 80s and then at MTV Europe in London after that, so my first 10 years of working was in English-speaking countries. And I'm on that working thing. I can't stand the naps and the strike and oh, fuck it.
Can't get fired out there either.
And the French on strike every other day.
But you can't get fired out there. You can't get fired. I know about it. I had a French CEO. I had a French CEO once.
yeah?
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. A woman, too.
Oh yeah? Must have been very different.
Yeah, she used to run Givenchy and like Nike for a little while. I forgot her name. Yeah, it was very different. Very different. But anyway, all right. Well, nice talking to you. Send us the copy, and we'll keep
Well,
talking.
if you can send me an email address by text, and then I'll be sending you everything today.
Okay. Brian, Nicolai will do all that.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.
Take care.
Take care. You were live too. We did it live, by the way. You on the live. We were live. So yeah, what's up, y'all? Hey, after this, can we put up the edits from yesterday? Yeah. So I'm up, working, not sitting still, enjoying life, taking advantage of this opportunity. I hope everybody's doing the same. I'm making sure we stay busy, stay focused, Stay inspired. Stay safe. Big shout out to anybody that's going through it. Big shout out to anybody that's fighting for anyone that's going through it. You know? So now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at all the edits from yesterday, everything that was, every day the editors, we give them stuff to edit, and then at the end of the day or the next day we look at it. I'm just showing y'all what I do. And it doesn't take so much physical energy, but it does take just doing it, making sure you're getting up and you really doing it, You got to be doing it. For real. Roll this joint. I ain't even gonna work out today because I worked out 5 days straight. Nicolette didn't work out, so I ain't work out today. If she would've worked out, I'd have worked out. You know what I mean? Word up. So what's good, y'all? See niggas out there. Hope everybody up, having a good day. Check out Dame Dash Studios. We just launched some new comedy with Cynthia. Cynthia's doing her thing out there. I'm sure she's probably out there working right now. Cynthia's in the studio now? No, I haven't heard it. It's only 11. Is she going today? Because Columbus wanted to shoot something in there. So, doing these short films. I was trying to figure out, I've been looking at a lot of footage. I was trying to figure out exactly what I was going to edit next. Yo, I kind of want to edit up that, now think about it, that short film we shot with the Health is Wealth short film. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think we should. I think people would like it. You feel me? What's up, New York? How you doing? Hope y'all staying safe. Shit is crazy. I know they're starting to open up some of the states. I think that's not a good idea. I wouldn't do it. And I'm particularly not happy about the way people are being treated in the prison system right now. They're not being safe, and, it's not, like, they're on quarantine as it is, and now it's like 10 times worse. And I personally know people that are not being treated well, so I'm trying to help that out a little bit now, to be honest. You know what I mean? And I just don't understand, like, if they were complaining about the hospitals all filled up, and now things are starting to level, and they're leveling, but it still means the hospitals is all still filled up. Why the opportunity for more hospitals to get filled up? You know what I'm saying? So I personally don't advise people. Fuck work. I know y'all saying y'all got to, but if somebody's telling you to fucking come out and you don't want to, don't come out. Your life means more than fuck $1. We'll figure that shit out later. You know what I mean? And if somebody's telling you to come out and they don't come out, then they really don't come out. Don't come out. Don't come out. For real. Man, and it's crazy. My man Daniel. Let me see if I get my man Daniel in. Yeah. So it's crazy because as I was saying that, I was getting a text from my man Daniel about our brother Lou Sims and, how bad they treating him in there and shit like that and how I can help. And that's just one of many guys I got, friends that have treated me well when they were outside. That are getting treated very poorly. I'm worried about them. It's crazy to do all that time and then have to die like that in jail, man. That's not fair. Hey! Cookie! Come here. Governor! I don't want to hear it. Get out of here. He's barking all day. So we have to figure this out because, again, if somebody did their time, you shouldn't do 20, 30 years and then have to worry about dying from a fucking cold. He did his time. Been in there like 30 years, man. So we gotta figure this shit out. And then the senator was telling me, man, the way things are going out there. I'm gonna see if I can call the senator real quick. I'm gonna get on the line with the senator. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna prepare him, let him know. But definitely, this is an issue right now that I think I got to deal with. I think I have to do something about this. Everybody, the way they treat everybody in jail is crazy. You know? And I know people, so I'm going to try to see what I can do. At least try.
You're the one person that can do that.
Yeah, this is some bullshit. Yeah, I'm actually I'm gonna get on that today. So I think we should start some awareness about what's happening in the jails, because it seems like they're trying to kill us. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like that. So yeah, today I think I'm gonna get on that. And it's good that every day you have a purpose. Like just now I found one. You know, other than for myself. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to figure out how to care about others before yourself. Now, I'm not in jail, right? At all. I'm not in jail. But I'm worried about people that are. And that's the reason why I'm not in jail. You understand? So now's the time to start practicing, figuring out how to help people other than yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're healthy and you're free. And if you're healthy and you're free, you're doing better than everybody else. And you should take advantage of that. You got to appreciate that. The only way to appreciate it is by doing something. You got to do something. You know? So many people can't do anything right now. And if they could, do you know what they would do? And you have the opportunity to do something. And if you're wasting time, you disrespecting this opportunity. And what God, the wealth that God gave you is your health. You know what I mean? And that should inspire you to want to go do something because other people can't. And that's why every day I get up and I appreciate my life by doing shit. That's how I appreciate the fact that God has let me be healthy. And I'm diabetic. And that made me feel healthier. Like, I'm only diabetic? Oh, I got to do this. You feel me? That's just the way I see it, man. So I don't understand that shit, how we get rocked to sleep complaining about shit. And you free and you healthy. And money is like the thing that controls your emotion. Money, and that's a test. And that's sucker shit. Don't get caught up in the sucker shit. Cause then that makes you do sucker shit. When you worry, oh shit, cucumbers, look at that. Open it up, she got some cucumbers for me with a spoon. That's why I love wifey. All right, come here, give me a kiss for that. Take care of me. You know? Don't pay attention to that bum orange juice. Yo, that orange juice is whack.
Yeah.
Tropicana is played out. I'm not fucking with Tropicana. After you drink fresh squeeze all the time, you can't really go back to drinking regular orange juice regular. Oh, shit, it's stinky up there. Oh, my God. Anyway, it's about 90 out here. So I'm going to go handle my business. Look at these edits. Let's see, look. I'm going to edit on your thing. She hooking it up. Wifey going to make some breakfast probably. But we still working. Oh shit, what's up, Chubby Chub? Damn, Chubby Chub, I ain't seen this nigga in years. Chubby Chub was DJ for Original Flavor back in the day. In Boston. What's up, Chub? What you up to, man? What you been doing? Where you at, Chub? Yeah, it's about 90. No, I think it's about 80 something, but it's gonna be about 90. We get in that pool. When it comes to puppies, you gotta have puppies, and it's always good to have puppies in quarantine. But I already had puppies. See, I already had the quarantine puppies. Yeah, Original Flavor, bro. That shit was funny. We used to be in the Pathfinder on tour, and this nigga Chubb used to fall asleep behind the wheel. I remember. Hey Chubb, you remember when I remember we went to go pick you up, and your wife was like, you're about to drive to Washington or whatever? I was like, yeah, it was early. And she was like, Chubb's gonna drive? And I was like, yeah. She was like, don't do that. So I was staying up until I fell asleep. Oh, Ohio players, yeah, I want to talk. We're gonna talk. Definitely. And it was a 4-door Pathfinder, and I sold that one to Jay-Z. Yeah, Chubb, you did almost kill everybody. That shit was funny. And he was saying it like, yo, I told you I shouldn't drive, I think I remember. Yeah, being on promo tour was some funny shit when you're a teenager. I can tell you that right now. You know, because you feel like you're a grown-up, but you're really not. But you could not tell us we were not grown-ups. You know what I mean? Because we had cars and we had a couple of dollars. I had a cell phone, you know. And it didn't even matter. It did not even matter. Nothing mattered. We just was having mad fun, and we knew we was going to win, you know. So I don't know what it looks like. You know, I know what I looked like when I was 18 and 19. But I wonder what that looked like to people to be that young and organized and doing things. And being that arrogant, but so arrogant, but you can't tell a person he's doing something bad because it's legal, you know. And we were younger than everybody. And I couldn't tell me shit back then. Not a damn thing. We were having way too much fun. And we probably, like, life has changed a lot. And, you know, if you would have been that wild back then, you would, for sure would have went to jail. What really would have been crazy is if there was Instagram when we were on the road. That's what I would be thinking about. Imagine if there was Instagram, you know, back in the Rockefeller days or back in the before Rockefeller days, you know, the original Flavor days and shit, you know. That shit would have been dope. Word. That would be real dope. But yeah, shit was mad funny. Shit was mad funny. Yeah, sometimes my kids can be a little spoiled, but it's all right. It's all part of the game, bro. Oh, I think we got a Zoom. We sure do. Wait, hold on. Nah, I really been chilling, man. I don't be speaking to too many people. I'm in my own world. I mean, I do speak to a lot of people, actually. But the people that I haven't reconnected with so many people. I've been talking to the same people for the last 20 years, 30 years, and I still talk to them. You'd be surprised who I talk to and shit. Like, I recently connected with Do It All from Lords of the Underground, and we've been doing a lot of things together. You know what I'm saying? He ran for Senate in Jersey. He connected me with the Yacht Squad and the Bishop. So, you know, it's kind of crazy that, you know, certain people, they have certain ideals, and years later they have the same ideals, and it's like you never stop being around them. They just don't change, you know. And I kick it with Tretch sometimes. He performs with us every time we come to New York. You know, Tretch is like a brother to me. You know what I mean? And then there's other guys in hip-hop that you'd be surprised. Like Raekwon, when we talk, RZA, he's really cool. You know what I mean? Shit like that. You know? I think Be Real from Cypress Hill is cool. He's my best friend. I always say that. I fuck with Be Real. He's a cool cat. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So yeah, you'd be surprised of the people that I do kind of kick it with when I do. But other than that, nah. I'm just moving forward, man. I'm pushing. I kick it with Fendi every now and again. He got that thing coming, that little show. You know? Shit like that. You know? For real. But anyway, I'm gonna kick with y'all a little later. You know, I still the interview, but I gotta look at something. We ready to play some shit? Yep. All right, hold on, let me see. Let me see what we got. What's this one? What we got going on right now? So we can see she said played it there, played on the screen. Bada bang. Every day, you know. I gotta make that work. I'm in the lab right now, making work. We gotta package it up and put it on the block. So this is what we're doing. All right. Oh, a little music video? Let's see it. Speaking of the bit, okay, Nicky. Young Charlie from Harlem, you know what I mean? So yeah, we got episode 2 of Dress to Kill, and then I'm gonna start releasing the music videos from it. I don't know why I haven't been doing that. I'm bugging. You know what I mean? Thank you. Somebody said nice crib. It's our little love palace. We love each other. Yo, I keep calling Lays Laz now, man. You remember how long I was calling Laz Lays? Yes. And now he's back. I'll be like Laz. Oh, Laz. I can't. It's Lays. Let me see where's Lays at. So you remember Lays from MOP? Oh, y'all remember MOP? So Lays is like the Dame Dash It or the MOP joint. You know what I mean? Let's see where you at. No, I've been talking to him. Yeah. He's funny. And also he used to be, oh, there you go.
So he used to play golf?
There's like, yeah, he said he do. He said he getting on it, but I don't see no request. So request. See, I fell in love with her. Uh-oh, we got commercials. I'm gonna say who's the white Nubian queen. You talking about Nicolette? Because this Nubian queen is Spanish Nubian. Spanish Nubian. I don't see the no requests.
The problem was, Matt's wife hates me.
I'm trying to get the
Trying to
request.
kill me.
Fuck you.
I got a girl. I don't see no requests happening. Let me see that again.
Yeah, I don't think it ends at fuck you. Well, it should end at like, I'm not trying to kill you, you're trying to kill me.
See, I fell in love with her.
Tell her.
But she was nice.
Yo, Lays, what's good? Why you not on the thing?
What I found out was it was just a front.
I gotta get. You got a request, Lays.
She had a whole team of women killers.
Yo, Lays, where you at? Request.
Any man can do it better. But she's doing real sexy.
Or it could be possibly maybe. That's what she means by ending.
I love family life. The problem was, Matt's wife hates me. She's always trying to kill me.
Fuck you.
So it's not coming up though. How come? Hey, Nicolette, how come I'm not getting the requests? Is not coming up. I'm trying to get Lays Elliott.
I think maybe it should end on could be possibly maybe. Okay, well.
I want to be a whole minute. Yeah, you do it though.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. What up, Dane?
What's good, bro?
How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, man.
My nigga
That's
Lays
what's up.
back there. What's good?
Oh, man. Miss you, brother. Miss you.
I miss you too. Look at Rocky.
Hey!
Hey, Rocky. What's up?
How's it going? Everything's good.
Yeah, we still in the building. Social
Okay.
distancing.
So I see those platinum and I see them records in back of you.
Hey, man, it's a lot of work we put in, brother. You know what it is.
Well, you know, just in case people don't know, they might not see your face so much, but you know, I said you the Dame Dash at MOP, right? So,
Listen, there's only one Dame Dash, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just proud to let him hang out. You know, they let me hang out with him. You know what I'm saying?
knock it off, bro. Now, people don't even remember. I don't know if they remember, but we made an aggressive move, and you know, both of us worked together, got him off Columbia from who thought he was a gangster, Doniana, and we
Yeah, a lot of gangsters.
and we had to get him out of there the old-fashioned way, and we ended up on Rockefeller, and we had a good time, nigga. We was making records with Victoria Beckham and shit like that.
Yeah, listen, we had a great time. I always tell people Rockefeller was our favorite time in the business, like because it was brothers running shit, owning shit, regulating shit, and honestly, I don't think there'll never be another Rockefeller, man. Y'all changed the game, man. Y'all changed the game for real.
Well, it's about to be a DDS. I'm about to change the TV game. You know what I mean?
Oh, we
But
did all that, man. And check us out. Dan, we got programming for you too. So It's gonna be
Send it.
beautiful, man.
Send it.
I'm definitely putting something
But
on
hold
the
on,
table.
but let's not even. How about how much fun we had doing rock and roll with the Black Keys
With the
Black
Black
Rock?
Keys, that was crazy. Billy Dance was laying it down. And listen, you know, and Bill appreciates you too, because he's still getting checks from the Black Keys. You know what I'm saying?
We all are. We all are. I was just mad because we never taught that shit. Them niggas they blew up and then they didn't tour with it. That shit pissed me
Hey,
off.
listen, man, we can still do that though, man. I heard you got a rock and roll album out, nigga. We can still put the band back together, nigga. Let's go.
Bet. No, I sent the records to Billy already, and I was like, let's go on the road. And also,
Yeah, man.
Tretch is down too.
All I gotta say is a dude like I was there, so I feel like extra special
That
to
would be
watch
a
how
fucking
you created the math
bro.
that created the industry, man.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, hold on. This was crazy. Y'all need to come down here and let me do an album with my band with y'all, and then we go tour. And that would be fucking retarded. We can make all the records over, but with my band, and then new ones, and it would be sick. Now
That
that's
would
what
be
we
crazy.
should. That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Let's do that.
You know me, I always wanted to do. Let me tell you something that you did that was so special. While I don't want to go back to any bad times, but while Rockefeller and Def Jam was having a little back and forth, you allowed us to go out there and make an album and then go tour with Linkin Park.
Yeah.
While he was on the label, that was unheard of, man. He's like, nah, nigga, go out there and make your record, go get your money. That's what about Dane niggas gotta understand. Dane was never no hater. He was like, nigga, if you got a way to make your money, go get it. I'm gonna give you the blueprint, go get your money, nigga. Yo, we appreciate you for that, whole team. We appreciate you.
Well, it's all good. I could never stop you from getting bread, but behind the scenes, niggas was trying to fucking step on niggas' budgets. And that's why I was like, yo, everybody, that's why I even came in. I saw Smoke Days checking. What's up, Smoke? After that, stay on the line, Smoke. But after that, that's when I let them go do all them deals at Koch because niggas wasn't signing off on their budgets. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to get 3 signatures. And like I said, I ain't going to say the names of them, but one wasn't signing. You feel me?
Nah, I get it. You know, it's all good, man. You know, like I said, man, we love, it's love right now. Everybody grown, everybody doing their thing. I appreciate that.
But above and beyond that, you also was in the Fight Club with us. You was boxing with us and shit.
Hey, listen, man. I hung out with y'all, man. But y'all niggas was dead serious. Y'all niggas was fighting for the chip. For real. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair.
We were staying in shape.
Yeah. Shout out to Keith Doshries. And rest in peace to his wife. God bless her soul.
Yeah, I've been talking. I check in with him at least once a week. I went over there and I went to go see him when it first happened. You know, he's a gangster. You know, he's a general.
He from my neighborhood. He from Brownsville. Shout out to Country James.
Nigga, I went to Brownsville to go see him.
Yeah.
You know, and
yeah,
man, it's my kept my hand skills nice. Q-Tip used to be in there fighting. Heavy D used to be in there fighting. Jay-Z used to be in there fighting.
Yeah. Real shit.
Preem from Queens used to be in there with me sometime.
Skano, shout out to Skano.
Skane used to be in there fighting.
Gus Johnson was in there
fighting.
Gus
Johnson, the sportscaster, he was in there fighting.
Yeah. Shout out to Q-Tip. Q-Tip got knuckle game, B. I held the pass with Q-Tip. Man, he's fast as shit.
No, Q-Tip could fight.
Yeah, he can fight, man.
What niggas don't know is if you play with Q-Tip and think he's the one, if you're
knock your head clean off, smooth off,
he'll put you down fast. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
His hands
for real. He can't quit.
You don't even want to use him like that, but if you got to, it's a wrap.
That's right.
Definitely. Yeah, we used to fight hard. But again, we were men in there, and we would go, we pop tags, we fucking talk about business, but instead of like you play golf too, but it was that was like the gangster golf course was we used to come and box, and we could handle business, But you had to you had to get in that ring though. We was like you had to get in the ring.
That's
you
right.
Had to get in that ring.
What Mike Tyson said, everything is cool until they get punched in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas got punched in the face.
Yeah.
And also not to brag though, but I did catch a couple of knockouts in there.
Dang. First of all, you was further advanced than a lot of dudes.
That's true.
Which we found out later. I said, wait a minute, this nigga's way too nice to be just some regular nigga in here boxing. Could've put that nigga some Golden Gloves champ or something crazy. Nigga was holding that back and shit.
No, niggas knew. Some niggas wasn't. No one believed it. That's what it was. That's what it was.
Nigga, I seen it firsthand, man. Even back, I mean, everything passed through that. Niggas would box and go right to the office and get it in. Shout out, man. First of all, man, I want to say, man, I know that you don't like to go backwards, but shout out to that Rockefeller movement. That shit will never, ever, ever be repeated. That's just one of the most amazing things. I don't give a fuck about what today, anything, what happened then is magic. That's new math, man.
You're right. Shout out to my 20s. I did good. We did it big in my 20s and my early 30s.
You did good. You did good, Jet. Hey, Dame, you still doing good. You know what I'm saying? You did good.
Listen, bro, let me just tell you. I'm having more fun because I'm evolved, you know, meaning like I know what real fun is. Real fun is when you could be quarantined and you don't notice it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, when a war's going on outside and you're still able to function as if there is no war going on outside.
Right.
And all your businesses are thriving and where everyone else is worried, I'm feeling really confident in what I've been investing in for the last 10 years that people didn't understand, you know? And I'm happy about the choices I made because it took me going against what everyone thought, what people didn't understand, and going with what I love and not caring what anyone thought and, you know, doing what was right for me. And overall, it's yielded for me. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you know, we love you, man. You know that straight up, man.
But I'm saying, I check it like I got to go do rock and roll, but when I went to go do it, I brought y'all with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, yo, it's fun over here. Come, y'all don't even know what. And what I loved about y'all was y'all didn't know who they was or nothing, but out of respect, y'all was like, we did. You know what I'm saying?
Well, nigga, all you gotta do is call, nigga. Like that's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Home team for life.
You know,
just put the call out. We coming through.
And then we drank some brown liquor, got drunk like nothing.
Oh, nigga, we still do that.
You know, the bottom line, and then we didn't even talk about the golf days. You know.
Yo, first of all, I was surprised that you came out and you could play. I didn't know Dave could hit the golf ball, man. That was surprising to me. I was like, cause you know, you figure nigga, you think you figure nigga out. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, Dave can't fuck with this golf shit. You know, I would tell a story. Like, I had the nigga Dame coming to buy a whole golf course and some fly-ass country club shit. This nigga came up there chilling. The nigga said, hold on for a second. Then get off his cell phone, get out there, smack the ball 300 yards. What can't this nigga do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I forgot we was trying to buy the golf course. I forgot about that. Did that shit ever sell?
Yeah, they sold it. They sold it to some, you know, some WPs. You know what it is.
Is it popping?
Yeah, nah. Golf courses ain't popping right now, man. You know what I'm saying? They niggas can't play. You know what I'm saying?
That's why it's good to buy one for personal use.
Yeah, you buy one, and you know that real estate is beautiful, man. And more of us are playing golf. Shout out, if you can see right there, that's one of my plaques from winning the championship, the OTGC joint. Yeah, I won the Black Masters too. Let niggas know I won the motherfucking Black Masters.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, in Atlanta, I won the Black Masters. Man, I'm nice.
Oh shit! Wait up, I just see Cootie from Creative Control on the check-in.
Oh, shout out to Creative Control.
Now, let me ask you a question, because he just said something. Did you ever play me in ping pong?
Nah, I ain't fucking with you in ping pong. You know, I got that astigmatism. I can't fuck around with ping pong.
Okay.
If it's pool, I can fuck with pool.
Because I was also the ping pong champion in DD 172. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, there's Cootie right there. So we getting on a Zoom later. We got some education things to handle.
Shout out to all the school grounds, a real good cause.
And again, it's funny because somebody had asked, who do I still speak to? And I was like, I still speak to people that I still speak to. You know what I mean? Like that I never stopped speaking to. You know what I mean? Like if I see him,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing changed.
You saw Smoke Dizzy said I'm Arthur Ashe on the ping pong. Wait, you just spoke.
Even when y'all had that office on 15th Street, I was always trying to figure out a way to do business with Dame Dash, man. I always respected Dame Dash in the early days, for real.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, look, I really got a lot of people on the pin, man. I'm gonna see you later.
All right, bro.
Salute. I'll see you later on, Dame.
No, look, that album and we touring. As soon as this is over, we doing that.
Yeah, I'm on the case. I'm on the case, Dame.
I might start sending y'all some beats, but I'd rather us do it together.
Okay.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. One.
Good. Hey, Smoke. Check in. Smoke, get on the thing. Let me see if I could get somebody. Yeah, now again, that's Lays, and Lays is a CEO, you know, and that's really, we all kick it like that. We used to box, you know, just certain kinds of mentalities of people. It doesn't matter of how big or small, whatever. You know, it's just everybody just kicks it because they're like-minded. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. Yo, Smoke, get on the live, man. Or Cootie. Oh shit, Nicole's there. Let me get Nicole. Oh shit, I ain't seen Nicole. I'm Nicole. Yo, I know Nicole since I was mad young. We used to do the Super Bowl parties and shit together. She come to the Super Bowl party. I'm waiting for her. I want to see Nicole. Nicole, you better hit. Yo, Smoke, you not gonna jump on? You acting funny? And then also big shout out to my little brother. Oh shit, what's happening?
Yay!
That's
Hey,
crazy.
what's poppin'?
What's good?
Ain't shit. Look, I literally just tagged you in a post on Instagram.
A word?
Yes, I wrote that because Clark put up this post from before when we all was on somewhere we was out.
Oh, I
He
saw
tagged
it.
you, and the joint been circulating on the Instagram like crazy.
Alright.
And somebody tagged me in it yesterday, and I posted, and I was like, yeah, shout out to Dusko, who always made sure we had a seat at the table. You used to put us the fuck on. I be trying to tell people all the time, like, you always rocked with us, man. Remember when I did the Foxy joint?
Yeah, you was fucking crazy. I just remember our Super Bowl parties. Remember Super Bowl parties?
Oh my God. The Super Bowl parties, me, Shanice, all us, you know, we used to be cooking up a storm.
Yeah, fun.
Man.
Drunk as fuck.
Yo,
Yeah, y'all always mad fun. Y'all my sisters, for real.
Yo, that was the day.
Vanessa.
Vanessa, she chilling. I
follow
her
both of y'all on
yesterday.
Instagram. What you talking
I
about?
know, but you don't be talking. You don't be engaging. I be like, look at James.
I just be moving through.
I
Just
see
checking
you.
in on that.
How y'all doing?
We good. We here working, you know. Quarantine, get ready to, you know, chilling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm introduce you to my Spanish wifey.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, let me see. Look, this picture right here. Aaliyah gave me this one. Andy Warhol.
Oh, wow. Sweet.
Yeah. Where's Rocky? She might be doing yoga. Hold on, let me check.
You be doing yoga then?
No.
You got your yoga in your hand.
No, I hit the bag. I don't do the yoga.
Oh, you still boxing?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I hit that
that's
bag
what's
every
up.
day. Nope. See, she got like a yoga room, you see?
Oh, nice.
She ain't doing it. Rocky! I don't know where she is. Where's Rocky? I don't know where Rocky's at, man.
Rocky, like, she ain't fooling with you right now.
So she might be hiding from me. So where you at? You in Virginia?
I'm still in Virginia, still in Richmond.
What y'all got going on out there?
You know, we got to talk offline. I done told you that before.
You still look good.
I'm trying to hang in there. You know, I just turned the big 5-0.
You are definitely not 50. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, in November.
You still look good as
All
hell.
of us. Me, Shanice, Vanessa, all us. We all just turned 50.
That's crazy. We gotta have like a reunion Super Bowl party.
Yes. Oh my. Where's what's your god brother? What's the one that Shanice used to be? What's his name?
Which one? Radu?
Your god. Yeah, we Radu it.
I ain't spoke to Radu in a minute. I gotta holler at him.
And guess what? Rel was at my birthday party because I had my party in Cove in New York, and Rel and Corey and all of them was at the party. Niggas was acting a little funny though, but you know.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. You know, I'm 49 this week.
Oh, what? What day? When your birthday?
May 3rd.
May 3rd. Yeah, you a Taurus. That's right. That's why you always been the real deal, man.
Well, there she
telling you.
She was over there ditting up the poopy. Look at her. She's a good woman. Look, I got 4 dogs. And the cleaning lady can't come in.
Oh, yeah, because y'all.
Rocky, look.
What part of LA you in?
Remember I told you about, and I mean, I can't tell you all that.
Oh, yeah, don't do that. My bad. Yeah.
Put it like this. I'm in Hills.
You in Hills, though.
Yeah. Look, Rock. I know her. She used to be. She knew me
Hi.
She knew me when I was
I'm good.
She's like Super Bowl parties with her. She was ride or die sister. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Crew,
always love for Dame, man. I don't care what nobody say about Dame. I got nothing but love for Dame. He ain't never switched up. Never.
I love it. He's never switched up.
Never.
Never.
Right.
Never.
Never.
Yes,
You know
yes.
that. Never. Always love for you, Dame. Like, always been real with us. Always. Like,
Love you too. I love that y'all still look good. I love
yeah,
that.
man. You know we had to get out that city. You know, niggas is up there looking hit. Had to get out that city.
Oh yeah, definitely. I moved out here about 5-6 years ago, and life is better.
Yeah,
It's better.
much
It's
better.
just it's easier because you know you got room, you got space.
Right.
You create your own
You
bubble.
eating
The
good.
weather's
You
yeah.
eating good. You know, you living life. You breathing fresh
Rocky's a
air.
chef. Rocky's a chef.
Oh, dope.
You ain't see her
Oh, so
cooking
you
show?
ain't eating. So you ain't eating mac and cheese and all that no more. You remember you used to be like, get the mac and cheese, make
Not,
the chicken. you used
not
to
unless
call.
it's
Remember we used to get on the three-way and we be like, oh, we gotta
yeah.
create the menu. You used to be like, I'm gonna leave all that up to y'all. The money on the
Yep.
counter, y'all do everything. Like,
That's right.
man, those was the days. We
Those
used
were
to have
fun.
so much fun. So much fun.
Well, I know you still have fun because I am, so I know you having fun.
And not really. Richmond is kind of boring. It's boring.
But you ain't got a little circle of friends you kick it with?
I do, but it's not the same. It's not.
Oh, come
It's
on out
that.
here. We still having fun in here.
Yes, I know. I gotta come out to. Remember, you was in Vegas the last time I was out there, and we missed each other.
Yeah,
But
I know.
I got one of my Actually, I should probably connect you with somebody out there. One of my, she worked here and she moved out there on that canvas industry, and she working out there, and she really good people too. And I'm supposed to come check her out.
Okay.
And but I said soon. We'll see. I don't know. Once everything left, because this is crazy right now.
Oh, yes, it's crazy. But you know, it's time for a change. But just no collateral damage. Keep everybody safe.
That's it.
You got to stay inside and just do it smart. You know.
That's right.
Can you do me a favor and order Dame Dash Studio so you can see the network?
Okay. I just gotta download it?
Yeah, it's like Netflix.
I just download. Okay, I got you.
Get
Yeah,
a
of
week
course.
free. Rocky got a cooking show. I got the scripted. We got scripted shows coming out, OG stories and shit like that.
What?
Come on.
See,
You better get on.
honestly, like, I pop in and out, and I just happened to just come on here because I posted that thing today, and then I saw you going live, and I clicked on, and I was like, because I just tagged you in my post.
I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, we gotta stay connected though, for real, and that's real talk. We gotta stay connected because life is too short, and you be talking to people, and next thing you know, niggas be gone, and it's like,
Gone. It's happening too much too.
Crazy.
I can't even believe that shit.
Yo,
but I'm
crazy.
standing.
They going faster than when niggas are out in the street wilding.
But that's what's crazy, niggas that survive the street is going out like this. It's like, nah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Like,
niggas gotta take care of their health. Yeah, they ain't taking care of their health and all that.
Yeah,
they
you
ain't
gotta
really
keep
doing what they
that
gotta
immune
do.
system right. So when you look 50, you look like you. Good God.
Hello.
Look at you. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait. I'm harassed. I should
you always. You
I should be on your head.
Remember 11:99, we used to be in that joint in the little room. We used to be doing the most. But man, it was all in love. It was always love. Man, you always from day one, man, show love and never switched up. For real, for real. You used to come through Virginia, you be like, you good, come through, whatever. Like, and people don't realize, that even something as simple as, your people coming into the town and be like, I got you. Like, we old school, so that means a lot. It ain't about money exchange. It ain't about none of that. It's just the genuine love that you've always had and shown. And when you was moving, you like, whatever I could do, I'm going to pull people in. I got this little thing for you, come through, whatever. That ain't happening nowhere no more. Nowhere. Niggas is chasing the dollar and they don't care.
I still care. I still do.
Oh, I know you do. I know you do.
That's what I said, come around. It's popping over here. My block is clicking.
I know that's right.
The block is clicking right now.
First of all,
I got that work.
First of all, it's not a block you ain't going on that ain't clicking. You ain't that's like cut it out. Okay.
I've been trying to get this on the pump for a minute.
Well, you gonna make it click. You know that. Come on.
I've been on this block. I've been pushing this work on this block. I've been making the work, getting the building the block, and now I'm coming out and it's out.
Yeah,
clicking.
that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm gonna have my daughter download that Dash TVs. I'm on it. I got you.
Gang Dash Studio, you get it from your phone. I put it on your app. I put it right next to your Netflix app. And I bet you'd be on it. Black Netflix.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's what's up.
Like-minded Netflix, actually. I put it like that.
Right. I like that. Yes.
We have a point of view. It's about evolution. But anyway,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk offline. I love you. You know.
Yes. Love you too.
Send me your address so I can send you some socks or something. I want to send you some.
Okay.
All right.
That's cool. I'll put
All
it.
right.
I'll send it to you in the DM.
You don't have my number?
I think I still got your number. Let me look. Hold
Well,
on.
it's probably changed a couple times. Just send me a DM.
I know, because you know you be MIA and shit.
Yeah, I do that.
I send you the I send it to you. Crazy. All right, fam. Love you.
Love you too.
Okay, bye.
That was Rock and Roll Nicole right there. I forgot about Rock and Roll Nicole. Can't never forget about Rock and Roll Nicole. Can't never. Yeah, that was Rock and Roll Nicole. I haven't seen her in years. But we definitely used to have mad fun. NYC is always love. It's always like that, though. You know what I mean? So again, you know, I guess even like people that you have are like-minded with, if you don't see it for 10, 20 years, it's like, again, it's like yesterday. You know what I mean? And that's the way the world be running and shit like that. Or, yeah, I would make some of those things into you know, people be posting up my little quotes and shit. I just got a lot. It's like bandwidth. I got mad ideas. It's almost insane the things I think about, you know, and how many things I want to make happen. You know what I mean? But it's about bandwidth. So, you know, when I get more, that's what happens. Every time I get some money, it always goes into all my ideas. Always. It got to, you know. Oh, for the short films, go to DDS Short Films. And we're going to check all that out. So we got, it's DDS Short Films. It's DDS Short Films at Gmail. DDS Short Films at Gmail. Send your short films. We got the dope short film out right now. My cousin put me on this crew. Is kind of ill. They make films and they might be better than me, you know. And I like that. I'm looking for filmmakers, real independent ones that know how to do things different but execute good films. And my block's clicking. You can get on my block if your work is good. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So if, let's say, you didn't think there was anything that you could do, or you were figuring out what do I want to do, or how can I, I'm a plug, and you got direct access to me. So if you make a film and it's dope, you will get money with me. So go get nice at it, you know. Period. No, I haven't stopped smoking weed, but I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna take a week off and see how it feel. You know, my OG Daniel's been on my head about it, so I'm gonna just knock that off real fast, so he can just leave me alone about it real quick. And he's right. So you know, I would like to be 100, but I just felt like I'm quarantined, so fuck it. But this shit's gonna last for a while. Don't come out of this shit an alcoholic, y'all. Don't come out of this with bad vices. You know, come out of this with like, you know, better at something, focus on something good, not escaping, you know. That's all. Well, I ain't get the script you sent in. Where's Daniel at? You're supposed to jump on the live. I'm gonna come back. I'm getting Daniel on the live. He's been trying to act funny with the live, but I'm gonna get him on the live. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Johnny D. He put it up. It's at gmail.com? Yeah. Okay, yeah, at gmail.com, exactly. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'm gonna be back. Play. Oh, what did we just play? What did she have?
Video and then the Rocky preview.
That's what she did yesterday?
Yeah. And she, yeah.
Okay. And what did the other girl do?
She sent like some IGTVs and comedy stuff.
Okay, let's see. So we got the comedy stuff. We're gonna put comedy. I'm about to be clicking on the comedy. Actually, I gotta go look at this stuff. It's at ddsgmail.com. DDS short film at gmail.com. Yeah, Daniel is the man. He's a good dude. But anyway, I'm gonna get with y'all a little soon, a little later. Thank you. I'll talk to y'all.
We'll holla.